This is a Headgum original.
I mean, it's another edition of the Headgum podcast with a very special guest, Andrew Pyle. Pyle,
thanks for having me.
You were just saying that you have some news you wanted to share?
No, it's actually private information that I wanted to leave off the show.
That's what you said. I thought you said leave on the show. I thought you said leave the news
No. That's why I said it
show.
before we had started recording.
Okay, well, it's just sometimes you plant ideas that we can kind of call back to. So, Casey Donahue on the sax, Marika Brownlee on the fax. We've got a split party today, down the party line in a way, because we've got two hardcore Republicans in the studio. We've got two hardcore Republicans in the studio. Casey Donahue, look at his face.
What?
Take a screenshot. And then we've got some good old progressive liberals.
I'm a registered independent.
Are you kidding?
No.
Oh.
You can register as independent?
Yeah.
What's the point of that?
Yeah.
So it's on the record.
You like when things are on the record. Is that fair to say?
Sometimes.
Okay, so
I prefer if some things stay
Avenue, I think we should say.
Avenue.
Is that not where you live?
No.
Oh. Marika, what time is it there?
5:56.
And then Pyle, where is it where you are?
It is, it's about 5:56.
Pyle, why does it look like there's snow behind you?
That's grass.
I think it's just the light. I'm in the basement, so it's very bright out.
This is a very special edition of the episodes. Is that fair to say?
I guess that's fair.
I don't know, man.
Welcome to... Casey, what do you think this is going to be?
Well, wow, I'm coming in real hot on my own headphones. Well, I know that Anya said that you requested us specifically.
It's the study hall episode.
Of course.
It's the study hall episode, man. We're going to brush up on some topics that not a lot of people have studied.
Is that why you're dressed like an English teacher?
A cool English teacher.
Thanks, Pyle.
Yeah.
Although a compliment from you is sort of like an insult from anyone else. That is exactly why I went with the professorial vibe, right?
Can you explain why
Marika?
us? Can you explain why us?
Why y'all? Y'all are the most studious amongst us.
Is that true?
You think Brad Hild could handle this shit? He's always
I don't
climbing.
know what's going to happen.
Joel?
Brad Hild is like a Kerouac mountain climbing Dharma bum, all right? He can't handle actually grinding, actually studying shit.
Okay.
Okay, or you agree?
Okay.
Joel is busy. He's more of like an athlete. He's not so much a mathlete. And if he was a studier, he would be a mathlete because he's sort of more a STEM guy, right? He's not so much into the humanities, I would say. And he kind of lacks a certain humanity, we should say.
Sure.
Sure, or you agree? Don't just say sure, say I agree.
I agree with part of it.
Pyle, how long did it take you to get your master's?
I don't have a master's.
Then why did we get him on the show?
I don't know. Why are you asking me?
I don't know. We haven't had him on for a long time. People are requesting him. I don't know. He's sort of my
You're
foil.
requesting me.
Well, nobody really, but people were making fun of you. No, we said something on the last week's episode. We mentioned you, and then somebody commented Andrew Pyle. So I was like, oh, we should get Pyle back on the show, right?
Last week's episode?
Friday.
We scheduled this before that went live.
What is this show if we're not doing the study hall theme?
Why are we listening to this
This
music?
is ambient music to study to.
I feel like people are now kind of on the lo-fi beats.
You want lo-fi beats?
Yeah, to chill
Right, like
and
those.
study too, yeah.
Lo-fi hip-hop radio beats to relax/study to. You guys happy now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because y'all look
Yeah,
pretty
sure.
forlorn.
Can we
channel.
turn it down actually a little bit?
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
can't hear anything.
God. How's that?
Hello?
I'd say even a little lower.
Lower than that.
Yeah.
This is not how a study hall is supposed to begin.
Well, it's ambient music.
I never had study hall.
You never had a free
No,
period?
No, I had classes every period.
So
I had a
that's
bunch
why
of
you're
free
on the show.
periods.
Okay.
That's why you're on the show. Because you took advantage of every block you had.
Yeah, try to get as
better,
many credits
just one
as possible.
second.
Okay.
Just 1 second. To better yourself.
Mhm.
To soak the sponge of your brain in the fiery spum of joy and wisdom.
Ugh.
What?
A fiery spum?
No, it's like a cum rag.
Yeah.
My brain?
it is.
Yes, because it's so absorbent. Let's just get into the studying, right?
Yeah, please.
All right, let's
Yeah.
start things off with a wiki roulette. All right, so this is like Russian roulette, but instead of a bullet, it's sort of like knowledge. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Yeah, I feel
Um,
like we missed an act of this show.
You think this should be like after the break? What do you guys want? You want to relax and just chat?
We don't
Kyle,
have
what the
time.
fuck is up?
Keep going.
The
keep
one,
going,
no, the
keep
one
going.
update
I-
that Pyle had, he doesn't want to talk about. What else has happened?
Well,
when was the last time you were at Rosie's General?
it's been a while.
Marika's giving us the wrap it up
Yeah.
hand gesture.
I have a limited amount of time because my wife is getting a master's.
In?
And so she has class
Oh shit! I
in an
just cut to
hour, so
black.
I need to watch
No,
the
sorry,
Kim.
I just cut to black on the. I didn't know you could
That's
do
awesome.
that. What about a still?
Hmm.
Nope, we can't do that. What's
We
she
started
getting
a
her
half hour
master's
late
in?
because Geoff could not figure out his.
Not Geoff could not figure out how
Technology.
his. This shit actually didn't work.
Yeah, we called Anya in here and she couldn't figure it out either.
Well, that was the most hellish sound check I've ever been at.
Sound
'Cause
check.
it's just
We're not. This isn't
Well,
the rock and roll hour
it's just
pile.
plugging and
It
unplugging
kind of
wires,
is.
and
We're
then
listening to music.
between that, just explosions and claps, test
Yeah.
test stuff.
Yeah, he
Paola
was using the worst.
Carosella
What?
is an Italian-Argentine cook, businesswoman, executive, and celebrity chef currently based in Brazil. Paola was born in Argentina, the daughter of a middle-class family. Her paternal and maternal.
We're just reading Wikipedia pages.
And we'll comment on this shit. It's study hall,
Is this a
Pyle.
game?
Is
How
this a
long-
game? Do you think studying is a game?
Sometimes.
Wow. Where'd you go to school?
It can be.
If you're
FSU?
studying to be on Jeopardy.
Okay, well, that's not what's
I
happening. It's
didn't go
actually a
to
study
FSU.
hall.
I went
Where'd you
to
go?
art school.
Oh.
Massachusetts College of Art
Damn
and
it.
Design.
Masty?
Mass art.
This is
Masty.
so not a good episode already.
Why do I think you went to Emerson?
A lot
From the
of people think
school?
I went to Emerson because I went to college in Boston and studied film, and most people in LA who studied film in college in Boston went to Emerson.
That's fair. That's fair.
Let's just catch up before we dive into the studies.
Is this
That's
a,
obviously
so?
good.
Are you
It's
keeping?
not
points?
a game. No, there's
Oh,
no
okay.
point. What the points?
So you were
be?
just reading a Wikipedia page to us?
And then we can discuss.
Okay.
Have you ever been in a class
What's that?
or studied? Have you ever been in a class or studied?
I was enrolled.
Because like usually they say don't use Wikipedia for information.
That was a decade ago, Marika.
Also, study hall is usually quiet.
Quiet,
Like, people
yeah.
working
Okay,
on
then
their
let's
own
be
stuff,
quiet.
not-
See how that good is for audio. See how good that is for audio. Right? This is why we need the study hall. You guys didn't dress up at all. Look at Pyle.
I'm
I
dressed
had
up.
no. You didn't tell me anything about what was
Are
gonna
those
happen.
from Hay? Are those glasses from Hay?
I'm wearing new socks.
I don't think so.
Hey.
Hey!
Oh,
H-A-Y!
I thought you meant. Yeah, I thought you meant these. I was like, Hey doesn't sell glasses for your face.
Well, you know what? For once, Marika was the one who's mistaken, right?
I don't know.
Maybe that's why we should brush up on some of our knowledge.
Can you turn off this music?
You said lo-fi
I just want
hip-hop
it gone.
radio.
I just want it
You
gone.
want no music.
No music.
She was
No
introduced to
music.
the kitchen by
What's
her
her name
grandmother,
again?
Paola
Uh-huh.
Carosella.
Paola Carosella.
Not
I
How
didn't
did you
Paola.
get
say-
to this page? How did you land
Paola.
on this page?
Paola.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Paola
Carosella.
Carosella. She was a judge on MasterChef Brazil.
No.
No?
No.
No what?
Why is it important that we learn about Paula Carosella?
Marika, you're on a trivia team. You're actually on
Sure,
a damn good
yeah,
trivia
yeah.
team that I was on for a
Yeah,
semester.
You were on for like 2 nights, but
I went
yeah, we've been
9
winning a lot
nights.
recently.
Yes. And how else do you learn knowledge by just fucking reading random shit on the internet?
Yeah, not this.
What do you want to read a
randomly.
book?
I guess.
Sure.
I could.
Really?
Have you ever read a book?
I don't really
Jeff?
like. I don't really like
did.
reading books, but
I did do that.
What book?
Most recently,
Yeah.
I read Slouching Towards Bethlehem. Have you guys read that?
No.
Joan
No.
Didion, Pyle?
Yeah, Joan Didion, of
It's
course.
a great book. White Album is better, though.
That's the only Joan Didion book I've read.
Dude! These ambient
In the
pauses.
middle of answering
What
your
are you
comment.
looking? Like, where are you looking, Geoff?
People don't understand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9
But
screens.
why not just look at your computer?
9 screens.
Oh, look here. You
Yeah.
guys are there. So I'm
There's a screen
looking
behind you, too.
here.
But we're not on your screen.
Your screen. Your screen has
screen is
you
showing your
behind you.
head.
Yeah.
Should we
It
just
looks
scrap the
insane.
shit? People loved the Lunch and Learn. People said, oh, Geoff, when he does a theme, the episodes are good. So I said, let me
Who
put on a
said that?
jacket. Let me study up on some knowledge.
You
Soak
study your
the
reading.
dry sponge of my brain in the boiling hot
Why
spum
can't
of
we play
cum.
a trivia game?
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's like,
Okay, let's do that. Let's play a trivia game. All right, online trivia games.
Oh boy.
The ultimate online trivia quiz.
Oh, okay.
Okay, or let's play.
Let's play. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Do you guys want to do general knowledge or just history or?
Yeah, general knowledge.
Okay, because we can also do entertainment, science and nature, food and drink, geography, or dictionary. So I don't know which one's sparking joy.
The first
General
one.
knowledge.
General knowledge.
General
General
knowledge.
knowledge. Reporting for duty. Was that okay? In the 1995 Robin Williams flick, what was Jumanji?
A board game.
Okay, didn't even have to list out the answers. Smartass. 19 points for some reason. Weird scoring system. The headlands that flank the entrance to the Straits of Gibraltar, not the Rock,
Mm-hmm.
were once called the pillars of what? A. Apollo, B. Olympus, C. Hercules, or D. Zeus.
I like the
Olympus.
ring of Pillars of Apollo. That sounds nice. I'm going to go with that.
Okay. Do you guys want to change the answer? It's majority rules, obviously. So unless you guys
I
all
kind
got
of
three
like
different
Zeus.
answers, then what's that?
I
kind of like Zeus.
Zeus.
and I like Olympus.
Oh, I'm gonna
so it's
switch to
I'm
Olympus.
going to say
Olympus.
Olympus. That was incorrect.
What was it?
It was Hercules. So,
Oh, that was my second.
by the way,
guess.
it doesn't just say you're wrong on here. It actually just you have to guess it until you get it right, and if you guess it fourth, you get 3 points instead of 19 for first.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, or this is awesome.
This isn't awesome.
This is good.
I don't think this
Then
is
It's
awesome.
what do you guys
better.
want? Just wax?
It is better than
It-
reading us a
Which
Wikipedia
Jones starred in
I
the
wanna know
2007
why
film
it
No
took-
Country for Old Men.
page. Which
Tommy Lee.
Joan?
Tommy Lee Jones is
Oh,
correct.
Jones.
I
Which
also heard
Jones?
Joan.
Which of these is not a type of kiss? I think Pyle might want to sit this one out. Not necessarily your expertise. A, Eskimo. B, butterfly. C, harness. D, French. I'm gonna go out on I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that they're all kisses. Because if you kiss,
Uh-huh.
if somebody's like strapped up, right, ready
Yeah.
to peg Ferris Monchi,
Mhm.
he could sort of give a smooch to the harness.
Sure.
Marika, is that a power you've ever harnessed?
I think harness because
Harness is the right answer.
Yeah.
According
How
to
many points did we get?
we got 12 for that one for some reason. I don't understand this at all.
I think it's timing
Okay.
because Casey answered fast for the first one.
According to the 2012 CIA World Fact Book, which country has the highest life expectancy with nearly 94 years for females? A.
Denmark,
That's not an.
Greenland.
Greenland. It's Malaysia, Morocco, Monaco, or Madagascar. It's definitely Monaco.
I'm going to say Monaco.
I said Monaco is
Yeah.
10 points. So,
Yeah. Because there's like no one there.
what was the
right?
top-rated U.S. TV
And they're
show
all rich.
for the 1990 to 1991 season?
Friends.
Friends.
Seinfeld.
Friends was not it. Cheers was it. This sucks. What are you
You're
guys
not
doing?
saying
Well,
the
you-
answers, the options.
You know what? We got to figure this shit out.
Just find
I
a
was
I was so
different.
see
certain
the
you had
options.
something planned.
This
for
was
us.
the plan. This was
wondering
the
why
plan.
What were you plugging 10 things in?
What do you mean? That's what we have to
It
do.
took a half hour to
Kyle,
get this
you've
set up.
never been to the LA studio in this modern
have.
iteration, in the post Chef Kevin era. All right? He's fucked
Don't
this whole
put
thing
this
up.
on Chef
Really?
Kevin.
No, I love him as a person. What is this?
I'm taking a video from what it looks like over here.
Listen, we got to figure this
I'll send it
episode
to you.
out.
You can see
I resent the
all of the
implication
screens.
that I'm the only reason why episodes are bad, right? You guys are bringing the ice today. Not the heat,
Good.
not a game, but the ice. What about areas of expertise that you guys are already versed in? What do you guys want to fucking wax about? Tell me about. Let's spread some knowledge that's already soaked into the sponges of our brain, the warm, soapy goodness.
It sounds like I had the best idea for what this episode could be,
Which
was
is dueling,
commandeer it
yeah.
and do my show that I host with you guys.
Let's do that so we don't have to record tomorrow.
And then
No.
just put it on both feeds.
Why don't you try to
Piss off
commandeer?
everybody.
I feel like
Yeah.
tension is what this episode is missing, right?
Uh-huh.
Because you guys are all on the same
I
team,
don't think it.
I'm with you
well,
guys.
I don't know.
right? We're all kind of on the same team. So what if it was sort
Some
of
of us are.
all of us are?
Sure.
I like your question about what knowledge do we all have to share? Like
Yeah.
if we all had a PowerPoint party.
Okay, right? And then we can all like sort of try to teach someone, the other three of us.
I've never done one of those PowerPoint parties. They seem fun.
They seem, yeah,
I
I've never
haven't
done one of
either.
those. Those seem fun.
What is that?
Like everyone.
It's like a new form of party for performative
It's like a new form of
nerds.
party. Marika doesn't get invited to these. You can tell from the
don't.
timbre.
So what, you like
That's
teach
crazy. She
everybody
doesn't
something?
get invited to them. I think she'd be great at it.
Yeah.
Pyle, have
Okay,
you read
thanks.
Ada by Nabokov?
No.
Fuck you guys.
Oh,
What
wait,
do you?
I
what have
I
you?
learned a
Then tell us
fact.
about it, Geoff.
I learned
I just
yesterday.
started it. I'm 49 pages into this shit.
Pyle
It's
learned
very
a fact
verbose.
yesterday.
What's the fact? What's the fact?
Do you want me to put it in the form of a trivia question?
What is
Sure.
this? No, just tell us. Pyle always gets.
What is this? It's literally a trivia show so far. So I was kind of trying to.
I'm feeling bad in this moment
Okay,
because every episode
why-
Pyle's done in the last year and a half
we
has
go.
been a nothing burger.
It's totally.
I used
true.
to
And
blame
you're
it
gonna
on him,
name
but
this
now I think it's
episode
my
The
fault.
worst episode ever, part 4.
This is all your
because I'm on
fault.
it again.
Me?
Yeah.
Study hall.
Why was the word hello invented? What was it invented for?
I'm guessing it has something to do with
Pass.
like, you know how you wave to show that you don't have any weapons? It's something like that. Like
It was
like,
invented for the telephone.
Ah.
so you
People
could call
started
someone and
saying
tell
it.
them you don't have any weapons?
The word hello was like pretty much not in use until a telephone came around.
How do you guys all answer the phone? Let's start with Casey.
Hello?
Marika?
Hello.
Pyle?
Hello.
Never mind.
Never mind.
what word?
We
Okay.
went through all of them except you.
Yours was
Who
great. Marika's was
suggested
great.
hello as the word?
I didn't
Whose
say
idea
that. I
was
said,
hello?
how do you answer
Alexander Graham Bell.
No.
Yeah.
But
His
guess what
wife.
his idea was? What word he wanted to use?
Howdy.
Ahoy.
Was
He
it-
wanted
Hell,
people
that
to
would've been
pick up
pretty
the
good.
phone and say ahoy.
the phone? That was funny. Wait, say that again, Casey.
Howdy.
Who does he think he is? Amir Blumenfeld?
Get him. Get his ass.
Drag him. Casey, keep going. What else do you hate about Amir?
Oh, he just says ahoy anytime
He really
like,
does.
greets anybody.
Or ahoy hoy.
Yeah, ahoy hoy, yeah.
More.
And then he asks how I'm doing.
Not the sequence of events when you
Oh,
run into his
sure.
ass.
Uh-huh.
Name some complaints about the old boss man. Big balls, man. You guys know that song?
No.
No.
Guys, you hear that sound? That's the sound of a sale you're missing out on because you're not selling on Shopify. And what does it sound like with Shopify? Much better. Now start selling with Shopify today. Shopify is the commerce platform revolutionizing millions of businesses worldwide. So whether you're a garage entrepreneur or IPO ready, Shopify is the only tool you need to start, run, and grow your business without the struggle. Shopify puts you in control of every sales channel. So whether you're selling satin sheets from Shopify's in-person POS system or offering organic olive oil on Shopify's all-in-one e-commerce platform, you're covered. And once you've reached your audience, Shopify has the internet's best converting checkout to help you turn them from browsers to buyers. Now, I've never sold with Shopify, but I have bought with Shopify. And I have to say, sometimes when I'm on the fence about whether or not I want to buy something online and I see it's a Shopify checkout or it's a Shopify store, they run their e-commerce, I'm a little bit more apt to buy because I'm like, okay, I can trust them and I've used Shopify before. You know, the trust is a huge issue, but it's also like, I don't have to create an account. I don't have to go through this person's like personal, POS system or e-commerce system. I know that it's Shopify. It might even still have my information saved. And that saves me like 15, 30 seconds, which sounds like not that much, guys. But when you're trying to sell product, any little thing that you can do to try and convince someone to buy, to turn browsers into buyers, is huge. Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the US, and Shopify is truly a global force, powering Allbirds, Rothy's, and Brooklinen, and millions of others entrepreneurs of every size over 170 countries. Plus, Shopify's award-winning help is there to support your success every step of the way. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/podcast1, all lowercase. Again, that's shopify.com/podcast1 to take your business to the next level today. Shopify.com/podcast1. Let's hear that sound again. Nice. Guys, Americans spend an average of 90% of their time indoors, breathing over 30,000 gallons of air daily. And according to the EPA, indoor air could be 2 to 5 times more polluted than outdoor air, and in some cases, it could be 100 times more polluted. Data shows that air pollution is responsible for nearly 7 million premature deaths across the world. I live in Los Angeles. It's a highly polluted area, and that's why I use Air Doctor's air purifiers, because I always know that when I walk into my apartment, the air is cleaner. And I can feel it. I can feel it in my chest. I can feel it in my nose. A friend of mine doesn't have an air purifier. I was over their house, and then I took a COVID test like 15 minutes after I left, and there was like black dust, mold. I don't know what it was. They were right off the freeway, though. And that's not uncommon. We don't always know what we're breathing in, especially indoors, when you might assume that that air is clean, but it actually might not be. And that's where Air Doctor comes in. Introducing an air purifier that captured the attention of established media outlets such as CNN, Money, ABC, and more. Air Doctor filters out dangerous contaminants and allergens such as pollen, pet dander, dust mites, and mold, so your lungs don't have to. Their Ultra HEPA filter has been independently tested to remove 99.99% of tested bacteria and viruses and virtually 100% of particles as small as 0.003 microns. That's infinitesimal, guys. They also feature WhisperJet fans, making it 30% quieter than ordinary air purifiers. Right now, Air Doctor is offering a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if you don't love it, just send it back for a refund minus shipping. Thanks, Air Doctor.
Kyle, do you consider yourself part of the top?
That's Geoff's.
Do you consider yourself...
And that's why I said it was better.
Wow.
Yours is better.
We're going to name this show Geoff Couldn't Get a Word in Edgewise at the hands of Marika.
I love that. I actually really love that.
It'd be really good if we...
And I think that we should just continue. Yeah, if we continue talking about things that we're really knowledgeable about, he can't really, like, edge himself in. You know what I mean?
You don't think I have a knowledge base? You don't think I have a wide stance when it comes to my brain?
Well, I think that no, but also if it's something so niche, you wouldn't necessarily be able to, like, get a word
Sand
in
art.
Edgewise. Sand art?
Sand art. Does anybody know
Have you
about
done
that?
it?
I haven't done it. I'm asking. I want to learn.
Yeah, one time
You put layers
I
of
went
sand in
to-
a
In a bag.
I guess you could do it in a bag.
You can do it in a bag where it hangs and then it, like, draws stuff.
Yeah.
That kind of sand art.
Would you describe it as
There was a-
testicular at that point?
No.
No.
No. Pyle, do you consider yourself top brass at Headgum?
I guess so.
I feel like if you go
I
down, the
think you
ship
have
goes down.
to.
I don't have to?
I said I
I
think
feel
you
like
have
if you
to.
go
I guess
down,
I
the
have
ship
to,
goes
yeah.
down with you, is what I was saying. Because you
Oh,
built
yes,
the whole
that's
tech
probably
platform.
the case.
That got us the funding. I mean, Angel and Series A, we should say. None of that happens without Andrew Pyle. I know we rag on him a lot, but I think he's actually a pretty cool guy.
Who are you talking
Thanks.
to?
Where are you going with this?
I'm not going anywhere. I was just trying to give you your daps, your twos. So
Thank you. Appreciate
I'm
it.
asking. Maybe. So you do consider yourself top brass?
Why are you setting me up for this? Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe we should stop complimenting him because he got a big head really quickly. I gave him one compliment and he's like, "Yeah, I'm kind of top brass." Yeah.
Well, you keep saying it over and over again. It's just kind of like I feel suspicious.
What do you think? The hammer's going to drop at some point?
I guess. I don't know. You're going to.
Why does everyone feel shaky around me?
I think you put people off.
Off or on edge? Because that's two different things.
Both.
It's not.
Off of the edge.
What is it?
Into the cliff.
Not on stable ground.
Off the cliff.
Yeah. You don't think I'm a
You
grounded guy? What's not grounded about
me? You kind of build a house with no foundation.
How so? I don't understand. I genuinely want to know.
Or you rip the foundation from under it.
People move houses.
Like with this episode.
Rip the foundation up, put the house on a truck, and drive to the next location. Plant it in a different
but they're not living in it on the truck.
What else? What else can I be better at? You're saying that I need to give people solid.
I don't think we need to teach you anything.
There's nothing I could teach you.
Because you don't have the knowledge base?
I don't think any of my knowledge can help you in any way.
Yeah.
Okay. What if I did have the real estate mentally?
For knowledge?
For bettering myself.
You referred to
How
a
do you better
brain as
yourself,
being
Geoff?
the same as a cum rag about 10 minutes ago, so I don't really know if you do.
Useful, absorbent, and I use it every day.
Geoff, how do you better yourself?
I try to surround myself with people that are better than me. That's why this episode specifically is a little difficult.
So you leech off of people.
Leech, or I'm a part of a community? It's all about how you spin this
Community
shit.
of leeches?
No. Two solid guys.
The
Gender
community you're
neutral.
in?
And one leech. Two gender neutral solid gangs. And then
Solid
Kyle.
gangs. So that's a lot of people, actually. Are they rival gangs?
I don't know. I'm trying to make it so that
What is
I mean,
this show?
you
What is
read.
this show? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to make myself more presentable to y'all so that you guys feel more comfortable sharing. Pyle hasn't lowered his shoulders for a decade. And I feel like the last 2.5 years of that is me.
Lowered my shoulders? What do you mean?
Yeah, you're tense. You're
Is that
hunched.
Restoration Hardware behind you?
The couch?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is actually.
Top brass.
It might be.
Top ass brass.
It's my mother-in-law's.
I didn't know that. So when I said top
you
brass
go.
just now, I thought you paid
You
for the
learned
couch
something.
yourself. And I did learn something.
You learned something about
We
him.
never talk about you guys, right? How you guys could be better. Pyle, how has the company not IPO'd, man? That's on your ass.
Well, I don't think we're big enough for an IPO. You need to be pretty large generally.
Then a fucking sale to like iHeartRadio, Sirius XM Radio, Apple. Cash out, man.
Yeah,
You're saying you
no,
want to
that
move to
would be great.
Massachusetts. Real estate there is pretty expensive compared to the Hudson Valley.
Is that true?
Actually, the property taxes are a lot lower in Massachusetts than here.
Really?
Yeah, part of the reason I'm looking.
I think something you could learn, Geoff, is like you'll talk about people and then incorrectly, but you like make them correct you and then you kind of look the fool.
I don't look the fool because,
So maybe you just like ask them a question.
the wisest
instead of
man in the
answer
room
for
knows
them.
how much he doesn't know, right? So for me to come in here and be vulnerable with you guys, for me to be like, teach me, better help, and to talk to Pyle about his finances, to learn about his vision for the company, I think is me being open, me being vulnerable. I don't see how that's not
I don't
grounded.
think you're. I don't think you're learning. I think you're just kind of
Growing and
filling
changing.
his
It's
mouth with words.
That's not me filling his mouth with words. This is me filling his mouth with words. I'm Andrew Pyle, and I support the death penalty.
Do you?
Me?
Pyle.
Yeah. And I don't think you should pay any property taxes. Forget lower.
Yeah, that's me to a T. I mean, if you know anything about me, you know I hate taxes and that minor offenders should be put to death.
Yeah.
Is kind of my two main things.
A way to describe your life is death and taxes in Red Hook, New York.
That's kind of my whole platform, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are your policies, Geoff?
No phones.
In study hall?
In study hall.
Let's start there. Let's see if it sparks joy or wisdom, and then we'll maybe do it in perpetuity.
So no phones ever.
Not in study hall, not at the dinner table, and definitely not in the presence of anyone that I'm uncomfortable with, because you never know what they might
You
say.
don't want to be on a phone in the presence of someone you're uncomfortable with?
Yeah, you know how you're
Where's
like
that face? You
No,
just
you're-
said that's literally what you just
just
said.
I
said
know, but I don't stand by it. You're asking me, putting me on the spot for my fucking platform. I don't fucking know. I don't want to be in politics. I did have an idea to become the Noirin ambassador to the U.S.
What does that mean?
Is it not clear? I thought that
Is
was
that a
crystal-
place?
Noir? Noira?
Like film
I
noir?
don't even know
No.
if it is.
You could film noir, and maybe that would be part of my ambassadorship. But basically, there's this tiny island off the coast of Australia called Noir. Noira. I'm already forgetting it. Noira. N-U-A-R-A.
I don't know.
You don't know?
This is the first time I'm hearing about it.
Study hall.
Yeah, we're
And,
learning so much.
Yeah.
So it's this tiny little island off the coast of Australia. It's one of the smallest countries in the world. They don't have a lot of money. They don't have a lot of connections. Neither do I. Right? So I think it's a perfect fit. And I'm obviously not going to be a U.S. ambassador to anywhere, but I'd love to become a diplomat. And I feel like Noira to the U.S. is my best chance, because I know people like Pyle. He's rich. I know people like Marika, diversity. And I know people like Amir, who's kind of famous.
That's I
How's
think
it
your
spelled?
Uh,
resume looks great.
N-U-A-R-A, I want to say.
I don't know. This is the
N-A-U-R-U.
first I'm ever hearing about it.
Do you guys support my ambassadorship? Because then if I have a son,
Are you ambassador for Headgum there or the United States?
I'm
'Cause
the
all the
ambassador.
connections you named were people at Headgum.
I also know Shackle.
She also works at Headgum.
Yeah, but she's married to a chef. Now we're starting to get into like the Gordon Ramsay territory.
Hmm.
I'm sure he's done a fucking stint with Ramsay.
I looked up the place, and the first thing that came up was its immigration detention center, which has 2.5 stars on Google reviews.
That's not bad for a detention center, though.
Anyway,
Is
down the
where
middle.
Australia
Yeah.
was sending people? Wasn't this like a big thing during
It's
COVID?
really
and,
sad,
like,
actually,
yeah.
Basically, Australia, I think this is my theory.
Mhm.
They still have not escaped that, inception story of like
The British.
the British making Australia
Yeah.
one
Bunch of
big prison.
criminals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they, trauma begets trauma, and they fucking did it to tomorrow.
Yeah. Hurt people, hurt people.
Exactly right. So I think that I can increase
Fix it.
peaceful negotiations between
Oh.
Australia and Noir.
I have another fact about South Pacific Island that we can do.
All right. Let's hear it.
Okay. Trivia. Tuvalu, I think, is the name of the island.
Mm-hmm.
Tiny island in the South Pacific. I think it was joining the UN or
Yeah.
something, and they needed to pay like $100,000 to do it, and they didn't have it. How did they raise the money to join the UN?
Kickstarter.
Kickstarter is good.
Indiegogo. I'm gonna say Indiegogo.
Oh, fuck.
They sold their
GoFundMe,
domain
GoFundMe.
name .tv.
Oh.
For how much?
I don't know, enough to join the UN. I guess.
1,000 at least.
Tuvalu.tv.
I think it's Tuvalu is the name of the country.
Freebie was supposed
and
to be
they owned
Tuvalu.
.tv.
Yeah.
Oh. Smart.
It's
That
not
is really
Tuvalu.
smart,
It's
because
HBO.
Jackbox.tv, right? When's the next
Yeah.
Headgum game night? Sort of a study hall in and of itself.
Mm-hmm.
I got
Yeah,
left
kind
out
of.
last time. I don't
Left
know
out.
why.
You're never around.
I
Literally
saved
right
you
here,
from
right
having
now,
to host
talking
the
to
game.
the person that's never on the podcast that we do together. The main person on the cover art has not been in most of the episodes.
I'll be there tomorrow at 11 a.m.
Drag him.
That's in poor taste.
Drag
Drag
him.
me?
Same company.
For
I
what?
don't think I've talked to you in 6 months.
People love to keep saying that I don't actually work at the company because I'm a contractor. So that's my scapegoat in this conversation is I don't actually work here.
Yeah. That's fair.
Self-employed. 1099.
Do you like that?
Self-employed. No, it actually makes my taxes really difficult, and
Yeah, I did
getting
that
an
for a while.
apartment's tough because they make me show
It
my
sucks.
whole W-2.
It's
Or
really
not
rough
W-2,
doing it here in
W-9.
Los
I don't
Angeles like
fucking
that.
know. Yeah.
Did it for years. And then I started working here.
Well, I lose my health care in November.
Mm.
So I'll try to just do Cal Health.
Yeah, I did that for a while.
Yeah.
I broke my hip. Didn't really get a
Skateboarding or
skateboarding.
sex?
Skateboarding.
Scapegoating, you said?
Skateboarding.
Just wondering who you threw under the bus. Anything else?
Broke his hip getting thrown under the bus.
Let's just fucking cut our losses. This was an awful episode.
This is all your fault.
No, it's not. I brought this
That's all-
Jack
yeah,
that I
it
said
is all your
study
fault.
hall. We were gonna do random Wikipedia pages. Different
could
guests
have.
might have liked this. You know who I think would have liked this?
Brad.
Yeah.
There's no way he would have.
Kyle, you look confused, sad, like you wish you hadn't done this.
I could have
No,
talked
I'm-
about so many different things in my knowledge base.
Yeah, the floor has been open the
any
whole
one of
fucking
us,
time.
any one of us could have.
So,
I could have done the pit wall inside of this podcast, which was my plan
I
coming
could
in
have
here.
talked about the state of Broadway and New York theater.
let's hear it.
Well, that's gonna take too long now.
It's hard, because like people are like, "Oh, I want to listen to your podcast." I'm like, "Let me make sure I choose which one you will listen to, because if it's one like
Mhm.
this, they're gonna think it's nothing."
But you
You plan nothing. Every time I'm on, you plan nothing.
plan the show.
Okay.
You host it. We got a message from Anya that said, Geoff has requested you three by name, me, Pyle, and Marika, to do an episode of the Headgum podcast 2 weeks out. So I was thinking, wow, Geoff must have something planned. And I show up here and you just started reading
Study
a
hall.
Wikipedia page.
Study hall, man. It was supposed to be a whole thing where we all went around and learned shit. But you guys haven't participated. You're like, I have a wide knowledge
I have
base.
Several facts.
I've learned
and
stuff.
you have learned more.
Well,
Marika's like, I
Yeah.
could have done this. I could have waxed about Broadway. Then why didn't you? And how's that on me? I said, let's all share facts. And you didn't.
When did you say that?
I never heard you say, let's
I'm
all
inserting
share
it
facts.
right now.
At the end.
I said it. That was audio of me saying it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're
Right.
just making fun of people's voice now.
Top brass.
What, dude?
What? What do you want?
I want you guys to fucking further the progress of this shit.
There's
We're
4
shoehorned a
fucking
branded show.
Broadway theaters that have nothing in them right now.
Empty
Studio
four-wallers?
54
Why aren't we doing a live
Studio
show
54
there?
has been empty for months. There's shows closing left and right.
What's happening?
Yeah, I thought Broadway was back, baby.
Yeah, I heard Broadway.
That's
the Great
what
White Way was.
that's what they'll say. That's what they said when you walked into the theater for the first time in 2021. But let me tell you, it's not doing well. Or most shows aren't doing well.
Why do you think that is, Marika? You go to a lot of shows. What are you seeing
I
out
do go to a
there?
lot of shows. Hey, look, ticket prices too high,
Hmm.
not accessible. Shows oftentimes
Not good.
just hey, sometimes they're not.
Sometimes they're not, and that's why it's okay that this
Sometimes
one's going
they're
the way
not
it
good.
is, right? I mean, we might have to scrap this whole thing. I don't know.
Well, nobody's paying $200 to see this show.
Not
so
yet.
and we also haven't invited. I guess we do invite reviewers every week to review the show, but
Yeah, why don't we
we're
just
not
do a
getting
call to
critically
action there?
panned.
Guys, leave some 5-star reviews. We'll start
You
reading
wanna
them
do
aloud
a
on the
call
show.
to action now in the middle of this episode.
I think we should do
for
plugs.
reviews.
What do you think? How do you think you could save this episode, Geoff? What in your
I've
head
tried
will turn it all
4
around?
different tactics. I did what I planned. You guys hated it. Brick wall. Ran into it. Nose first.
There's no way that you planned the study hall. I believe
Yeah.
you could have done that.
Yeah,
There's
you're
no
wearing
way
a
that
costume.
you planned that the study hall was just going to be reading Wikipedia articles.
I did actually.
All right, so
Well,
you read
okay.
one
Like 5
Wikipedia
minutes
art- Were you going to
before
read the
we
whole
started?
page?
Paola Carosella.
Yeah. Are you going to read the whole page, or when do
I
we go to the
wanted
next
to. You
one?
guys said you hated it.
Well, you can just skip to the next page.
You wanted to read the
Let's
whole
just do that.
page?
Let's go to another one. Are you just clicking random article? How are you getting these?
Wiki roulette. List of ambassadors of Canada to Germany. Maybe I could immigrate to Canada. Figure that shit out.
Can you?
I don't think I want to. Canada has no diplomatic mission. Sorry. Canada had no diplomatic mission to Germany before the Second World War, though it had immigration agents in the country as early
You
as
don't even like
1872.
this idea that you wanted to do.
Sometimes,
Listening to you
yes.
read this page,
Sometimes I
like
do.
you're tired of it.
Plan something that I'm like, oh, this will be bad, and then they'll all laugh and jump down my throat, and people will like that. This is, you're seeing how the sausage gets made a little bit too much, Casey. But
This was one of those times.
yeah,
Okay.
I just,
Are you saying
I
we
really
we
think
are not jumping down
So
your
we've
throat?
done exactly what you wanted
Yeah,
to.
we're doing the exact show that you, I guess, had planned all along.
I really think that it doesn't matter what I prepare. It matters if I don't
That's
bring
not
anything.
true.
But if I bring, like, the Lunch and Learn was a great episode. That was a very thin
It
premise.
wasn't.
People liked that one. Somebody commented, if Geoff prepares even a little bit, the show's good. I thought that was a good episode. Better than this one, by the way.
And
This
you
is
didn't
going
even take the
exactly
time.
how you wanted it to, though.
No, I thought it would be like a certain, 3-on-1 works because there's joy between the three of you. You guys are islands.
We are
not true.
miles apart.
Yes. And there's just, this could have gone well, is my point. I could have done the same thing, and if you guys were in different moods, it would have been better.
Do you have like a song
What
about
do you think
rice or
affected-
something?
From that
What do
chair
you
is
think are
insane. This is
affect-
like
Yeah, it's a lot.
What's
the
that?
more
What do you think
animated
affected
get,
our
the more
mood,
squeaking
Geoff?
there is. And it's
Should you guys want me to freestyle a Rice song?
No.
Well, you don't have to do that.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna.
I'm being gaslit.
I actually have an update.
All right.
I'm gonna see if my cousin can make me a page. What is? I can't think of what it's called. A
Isn't
page on his
anything.
website.
Page on his
Yes,
website.
it is.
Who are
Stop
you? What?
being. My cousin grows rice, and he started
Okay.
selling it. And I'm going to see if he can make a page for the Headgum podcast so we can send people to go buy his rice.
Oh, that's good.
Can we do like a Chamberlain coffee type thing where it's Headgum Podcast Rice? Just in bags is fine.
Right.
Rice.
And, as opposed to how else.
I feel crazy right now. I really feel
Just
like
in
this
bags
should have been
is
good.
fine.
Just in bags is fine. That's what I'm saying. Like, and then you just like stick the fucking logo.
That's how they're sold. That's how they're fucking sold
Right?
already.
That's what
so
I'm
you just
saying.
want to
I'm
rebrand one of those bags
saying
of rice. You want to
Chamberlain
rebrand a
coffee
bag of Carolina
style
Gold rice.
Headgum Podcast Rice. People are
There's so
searing and
many
singeing
other-
this shit as they would sand.
Yeah, I think they would post
Yeah.
on online a lot and like use the songs on TikTok
Exactly right.
as they post themselves burning rice.
They
I
would.
think it's a great idea.
Thank you, Casey. You know what I want to do? I want to give a shout out to this guy. He posted it to the Jake and Amir subreddit. He made his own rice parody. It made me really happy. Let me find it.
Wow.
It was really good. He might have deleted it. I'm not seeing it anywhere.
You made it up.
No, I didn't.
You had a dream about it.
Burn your. Okay, here we go. This is from you/aspiring and _ enthusiast.
I wake up every evening with a big pile on my plate of rice I will intake. And you're still probably working with a seared soy base. I wonder how bad
think I
that
know the original.
tastes. When you make
Gives You
sushi,
Hell by the
burn
All-American
your
Rejects.
rice, hope you burn
Oh,
your
good.
rice.
Couldn't tell.
When you eat Omsby, hope you burn your rice, hope they burn your rice. Now where's that poison bottle? Does this rice taste so bland? Did you ever soil sand? You never ruined your grains. I've never seen
Jeff
you
is
scald
loving
your
this.
carbs.
Yeah, he
You know
really
where
is.
you
It's really good.
char.
He's using all the same words you use every time.
I love it.
I steam rice. And truth be told, I'm
Truth
frying.
be told, I'm frying.
Hope you burn your rice. Hope you burn your rice. And once again, I'm
Damn,
hope they
what are you
burn
guys
your
doing?
Rice, burn your rice. If you eat a flan, what a mighty good
chair's
flan that
squeaking
tastes so
so loud.
nice. That's your only food, better eat it twice, cause you burn your rice. I hope you burn your rice.
Normal guitar solo.
Who did that again?
That was Reddit user aspiring enthusiast.
Great job, aspiring
Yeah,
enthusiast.
shout
That
out.
was really good.
That's Jake's Instagram hit.
I thought it was
Description,
just
right?
enthusiast.
No.
Top
Maybe
brass.
it's inspiring to be that.
Top brass. How do I get in the C-suite?
What?
How do I get in the C-suite?
A-
How do I get in the C-suite?
I think first you have to be a salaried employee.
that's an insurmountable goal for me.
Yeah.
Pyle, let's talk about marriage and Red Hook.
Sure.
What are the spots, man? Where do you guys go?
Oh, geez. Let me think. There's a couple nice restaurants around. There's a place called Stissing House, which is in Pine Plains. There's a French place in Pine Plains, which was also really good. There's we just had some noodles, a place called Yum Yum Noodles, I think. That's in Red Hook. That was good. Rhinebeck's got
Yum
spots. It's got a really good falafel place. It's got a really good Indian food place.
Careful.
What?
Plugs. Should we? What do you guys have going on? What do you want to point the people towards? Let's start with Pyle.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You guys are mad that I'm ending the show. I'm trying to cut you guys loose for your Monday evenings. Trying to do something nice for once.
Listen to Pit Wall. Jeff's not on it, so it's like this show.
I'll be
but
on it
much
tomorrow.
better.
I'll be on it tomorrow. I was on it a week ago. Great episode.
You're on it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Really?
We recorded
Did you
an
watch this
episode
race,
since then,
Geoff?
Yeah.
I will tonight.
You don't have to, but I was just wondering.
You looked at
Don't
me while you did that.
Fucking
I think you should watch it
I
if
will.
you're going to do a podcast about.
Also,
Race.
I don't think he has to watch it.
yeah, at this
Guys,
point.
don't argue. I can feel like this is about to get really heated.
No, I don't think it will.
Yeah, I
Let's
think
let
we're
it be.
mature adults that can discuss things.
I think
normally.
it'd be a kind of a fun angle if Geoff is on and he hasn't watched it and we're telling him about it.
I agree.
But if you want to watch it, you can.
Fucking follow me on Blue Sky, Threads, X/Twitter, Letterboxd, Instagram, TikTok at Marika Elon. Buy me a GE ice machine. That's why I have a TikTok account, just so I can try and get a Pebble ice machine.
How much would those cost?
wow.
$500.
God. To make ice?
Those are really loud, though.
At this point, I don't care. I need nugget ice. I've wanted it for years. And now the girlies on TikTok are just selling their souls for GE Opal ice machines.
Selling their
And
souls.
I want to
how?
be that. They're not really. They're just doing ads for them and doing giveaways that I can't win.
Oh.
Oh, these are like. You can buy like home versions of this. This isn't like the kind you
Yeah,
find
man.
in the hallway of a hotel.
No.
Oh, wow.
This is their, yeah.
I'm gonna have to
their-
look into this.
Yeah, you are, because it's great. Nugget Ice is great. Also, just plugging Nugget Ice. And listen to the Pit Wall. And go see a Broadway show if you live in New York. They're cool. Or off-Broadway theater. Who fucking cares? Nothing matters.
Yeah, listen to the Pit Wall. We're all on it. There's always a nice structure to it. We know what we're going to talk about when we start the show, all the way till when we finish the show. We have notes. It's always on track.
We were on track today.
On track for what?
A bad episode.
Death.
And I'll end it there. Brutal.
That was a Headgum original.